Hi, it's Mike Bast with Keller Williams Clients Choice Realty here. A couple things coming up over the next week. Looks like we have a cold front coming in next week for Halloween. So we'll be trick-or-treating more likely in winter coats than shorts this year, but that's Colorado for you, right? Don't forget to turn in your ballots by November 6th if you're voting. If you are voting, at the end of this video, I'm going to include Pikes Peak Association of Realtors Voters Guide. I posted earlier this week on my Facebook business page. So just in case you haven't liked my business page to get other content, I wanted to share it with you here on this video. As far as market update is concerned, this week, October 25th, we had 284 new listings hit the market and 318 sold, with another 407 listings going under contract. Still showing strong sellers market numbers here. Only 16 NEDs filed, 297 price reductions. FHA VA 30s are at 4.875%. Conventional 30s are at 5.125%. Conventional 15s are at 4.75%. And if you or someone you know is looking to be a first-time home buyer, or it's been 3 years since you've owned a home, you qualify for first-time home buyers. Again, don't forget to look into CHAFA and Turnkey for down payment assistance. Thanks again for watching, and stay tuned for the Association of Realtors Voters Guide I put together. Hi, it's Mike Bast with Keller Williams Realty here. I had my 20-year high school reunion this year, and it seems the state of Colorado wants to keep the theme up by sending me my blue book this year on the ballot initiatives and information, and making me feel like I'm taking my senior civics final all over again. On top of that, I've got El Paso County's supplemental study guide, and of course, my 2-page test. Thankfully, it's mail-in and it's open note. All right, all kidding aside, if you're feeling undecided, overwhelmed, or just looking for some extra information, I wanted to put together a video and share with you the Pikes Peak Association of Realtors and the Colorado Association of Realtors Voters Guide for 2018. All the amendments and propositions are up here, and if it's a blank, it just means no statement was issued. We'll start off with amendments Y and Z. It's to create a 12-person commission made up of 4 Republicans, 4 Democrats, and 4 independents to draw legislative and congressional districts in order to make things fair and competitive. So it's getting a yes from the Association of Realtors. 73 is the increase in taxes to fund education by $1.6 billion. They're doing it 3 ways: increasing the individual or family filing jointly that make $150,000 or more. It also wants to increase taxes on corporates from our current 4.63% to 6% standard. And then in the upper echelons of the incomes for the corporate tax, it would actually make Colorado the 9th highest taxing state for corporations. So that makes it difficult to attract businesses and then maintain businesses to keep jobs here in the state of Colorado. The third way it's increasing taxes, this may sound confusing, but it's kind of true, right? So it wants to, the wording says it wants to decrease the property taxes from 7.2 to 7.0, but if you've ever watched any of my YouTube videos, you would know that the residential assessment rates actually forecasted for the 2019-2020 to drop to 6.11%. So staying at 7 would actually technically increase property taxes. Furthermore, if school districts need more money, they can just go to their constituents by on the ballot by increasing their mill levies. And so no's getting a 73. I'm sorry, is getting a no from the Association of Realtors. 74 is the Fair Compensation Amendment. This is actually getting a no from the Colorado Association of Realtors, which is kind of surprising as a realtor. But come to find out, other states have passed similar measures, and it's cost taxpayers billions of dollars in court costs. So it just needs to be reworded and get it back out there on the ballot, and I'm sure it'll pass as far as fair market value is concerned. Proposition 109, this is my favorite. It's the Fix Our Damn Roads proposition, right? It's to fix our roads and transportation by not increasing taxes and telling the state legislature to go ahead and do what they're supposed to do and fund transportation through the state's current budget. So this is getting a yes from everybody on 109. 110 is where there's a difference between the Colorado Association of Realtors and the Pikes Peak Association of Realtors. CAR is actually giving it a yes, but PPAR is saying no, mainly because we're down here in El Paso County in the Pikes Peak region, we already have a local tax for transportation and roads. And on top of that, if 110 passes, the Pikes Peak region will see sales tax increase to 9% and will lose $30 million annually. That's why Y and Z are so important, is to keep Denver from making the decisions for the rest of the state, right? All right, and then moving on to 112. This is the oil one. Setbacks are already at 500 feet. We have some of the toughest gas and oil laws in the country, so there's no need to increase it to 2,500 feet because it's going to lose jobs. Furthermore, I read something where 77% of the jobs lost if this thing passes affect people outside of the oil and gas industry. So 112 is also getting a solid no from the Association of Realtors here in the state of Colorado. Then down here in El Paso County, we have 1A. This is the tax that we passed on ourselves back in 2012 to support policemen and firefighters. This isn't an increase in tax, it's just to extend the sunset date out to 2021. So that's also getting a yes from Pikes Peak Association of Realtors. If you've been watching this far, make sure to say hi to me by hitting that like button. Let me know you're watching. If you find it informative, feel free to share. I don't mind. And of course, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.